Hello, GoTube community. This is VIP Nobody, your tech on a fixed income PC builder, coming to you from the sunny outback bush country of Jamaica. Yeah, man. Hot day today. What I want to talk to you about today is a success in making a Clover USB. And then I was able to clone that ISO, or that, not ISO really, but clone the USB to a SATA drive, small SATA drive, so that I could have it inside a machine without a USB hanging on the outside of it to be able to boot Bazite. So let's get started. The how-to guide 1, 2, 3. How to install an NVMe SSD into any PC without an M.2 slot VLC. This is a player that I'm using to be able to show this. I've been trying to do this for years, and this is the first guy that I've run into that actually gives a decent enough explanation so that you can make a USB that actually works. He uses Rufus as his USB writer, ISO to USB writer. And what is noteworthy is, instead of it being an Master Boot Record, MBR, it's a GPT. I'm not sure exactly what the GPT stands for, graphical something. I'm guessing. But that's one item that is absolutely necessary. It has to be a GPT format, not the MBR format on the USB. And that you can't do with the ISO to USB on Linux, or the USB that comes with Mint, packaged with Mint. Those don't allow you to access the files after the ISO has been made. Yeah, it is an ISO. If you do it as a GPT using Rufus, you're going to have to use Windows, sorry. I do keep a Windows machine around just for such occasions. And I don't connect it to the internet either. So anyway, I have Rufus. You use Rufus to be able to write your USB. Then I tried to use Rescue Zilla to be able to clone the drive, and it wouldn't clone. So I ended up having to use my Windows machine again. Yuck. And easeus, not the partition master, easeus backup has a cloning option. That made it so you could transfer the ISO to the SATA. The next important piece of information is how to boot it. It can't be a legacy. You can't boot it in this Clover with using legacy machines. I'm going to find a workaround because I like using older machines than EFI or UEFI BIOS systems. I like the legacy machines, being able to put an NVMe and a PCIe adapter in an old machine, and it just, It renews the machine. It's like unbelievable. How it's just as fast as something that's mounted on the board. Anyway, you have to set up your machine to be able to boot from the EFI, a UEFI system. And you have to install Bazzite to your NVMe on a PCIe adapter in the EFI system. But anyway, this is the guy right here, Kyle. And you come into 5 minutes and 34ths, and that's where he starts getting into it. That's the most played section on YouTube. If you type in, the name of this is how to install a NVMe SSD into any PC without an M.2 slot. If you type that into your GooTube search, it will pop up with Kyle here, the how-to guy, 123. That's his name at GooTube. I didn't save his website. I didn't subscribe to him yet. I'll be getting to that sometime. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to the machine and show you how it worked out. Oh, here it is. This is a SATA drive. Nice little 16 gigabyte SATA drive that has Clover bootloader on it, and the NVMe is down here on a PCIe adapter. And I'm really I'm thrilled that I was able to get it to work. I still want to get it to work with the legacy machines like I was saying earlier, but let's go ahead and give her a start. I had to reinstall Bazzite on something. There's like 2 installers. One's legacy and one's an EFI boot. Okay, let's take a look at the screen, I guess. Huh? Getting this Calawampus. Yeah, there it is. As you can see, it sees Linux, the Bazzite Linux. It says boot Fedora Linux to EFI. That's what Bazzite was loaded on. The base operating system is a Linux operating system, but it's Bazzite. I do not have Windows installation anywhere on this, so it's not highlighted. I don't think you can go to it or do anything. Let's go ahead and click on it. See how long it takes for it to hit the enter. Yeah, there's a little spinning dealio. I set it up to where you don't need a password to get in. And there it is. The HP Z230 you can set up as a legacy machine or a UEFI boot. You have to set it up for a UEFI boot for it to get it to work with this Clover. I'm still going to work on it. I don't like Firefox. It talks to the mothership. There's Steam, there's Lutris, Bazaar. I don't know what half of these things are. File system. It's a nice looking operating, I mean, it's the same kind of operating system as you see with any Linux operating, you know. You got your file system. It's got documents, music, pictures, videos, downloads, or you can go into the Steam Deck and start your games. You can download your games onto another hard drive, hook the hard drive up to it. It just plugs and plays, and it does real well. And as many of the GooTube content creators that I watch are starting to understand and see that Linux is quite viable with the gaming community. And there's your settings. and start Wi-Fi caffeine. What's that? But I am just so excited. I got it to work. Yeah. You know how many years I've been? Oh gosh. It's got all kinds of stuff on here. Just like a regular operating system. But I just had to show you that it does work. I was able to get it to work. I'm happy. Can you tell? Once again, this is VIP Nobody, your tech on a fixed income PC builder, coming to you from the sunny outback bush country of Jamaica. Yeah, man.